Now as an MC, because you talked about, you know, you going to a college to battle somebody.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, as an MC, as your circle of influence is getting wider,
yeah.
Are there other cats that we now know of that you wanted to battle or you set to battle? Because I know that competitive spirit never leaves, man.
Nobody has ever really wanted it like with me, you know what I'm saying? So,
nobody ever stepped to you, man?
No.
Ever?
No, never,
okay.
Never, ever. But, you know, like to answer your question further though, somebody that definitely, you know, changed the game for me was Supernatural. You know what I'm saying? I had a girl, my girlfriend, she was at Howard University around 1994, like whenever Nas's first album was about to drop. Because I remember she's a writer, and I remember she did one of the first stories on Illmatic. So she had like an advanced copy of Illmatic. So I listened to that record down there at Howard University, and I was like, you know, I was a little bit shook from that record. Like,
Nas had you a little bit shook.
I was like, I mean, I just knew it was gonna be a game changer.
Right.
So there was that, and then I was, you know, leaving to go back home from Howard because I planned on coming up to New York to do one of these, you know, something where all the MCs in New York come out and you have to come off the top type of thing, like something that was right up my alley.
Right.
So it was a show where like Organized Confusion was gonna be there.
Pharaoh Monch is mean,
yeah, you know,
dude.
Pharaoh,
This had to
Prince
be
Paul.
SOBs.
No, it was at a place called The Cooler.
Okay.
Down there
14th,
in the Meatpacking on 14th. So I'm at the Peter Pan bus station about to take my bus back to Philly so I could get ready to ride up with Scott Storch to this thing that we were gonna do this that night. And I'm smoking a blunt outside the bus, and I run into this dude, Super Nat, you know what I mean? And you know, we smoked the L together, we chopped it up, he told me he's an MC, and you know, XYZ. So, and then we parted ways. Like, we got on the bus, you know what I mean, Pound, I'm getting Pound. I got off in Philly. He stayed on coming up to New York. Later on that night, I'm coming up to New York. Like, the whole purpose was because we was courting Rozelle at the time. We wanted Rozelle to be down with the Roots.
Right.
But he was, you know, he like was an insurance salesman by day, and at night, he put on the Scully and come out and he would rock with Muhammad and Super Nat. You know what I mean? And they was on some like, you know, Wonder Twins. Dreadlocks tied together, and Rozelle was like, you know what I mean, the Terminator on the beatbox. So it was just some real ill shit. And we got to the Cooler, and it's time to rock. And I'm looking, I'm like, yo, I just met this nigga this morning. We smoked a blunt in DC, and now dude is out here with goggles on and like just,
the goggles.
And it was still, it was, you know, it was all off the top. It was it had to be improvised, and it couldn't be, you know, no music could come from a record or from any type of beat machine. It was all either beatbox or like, you know, percussive.
It was all organic.
Yeah, so it was super organic, and just, you know, hearing Supernatural flow and, you know, hearing the amazing shit that Rozelle was doing, that just had me shook. I didn't feel like defeated, but I went home and just let all of them dudes know, like, you know what I'm saying, it's these cats in New York that I ran into, and they up on some shit that's really next level, and that's where we need to be with it, you know what I mean? We need to, you know, that's where we need to set the bar there or beyond. Whatever y'all doing, you know what I mean, it's some bullshit. Niggas need to be able to rap, you know what I'm saying, and spit a rhyme that sounds like we wrote it without writing it, basically. And you know, everybody kind of got their weight up, you know, from that point on. And that definitely, and me and Super Nat, we went on to, you know, be super homies.
That's
you know
nice,
what I mean?
man. That's nice, man.
But yeah, that day, that morning in DC, smoking an L with dude, I had no idea that he was gonna change my life. Like later on
that evening. It was destined in a sense.
Yeah, absolutely.
No escaping.